Welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you, everybody. I don't know how to use this. All right. Hope everybody having a good day today. I have never used Rumble yet. I'm trying to use it. I don't know if y'all can see me or hear me. They got a new oh, here we go. Let me see. There we go. My bad, everybody. Welcome for tuning in to Logik's View. We're going to talk about some things today, all about Michigan. And I got some stuff highlighted on my TikTok that I want to share with y'all. We're going to jump right into it. A lot going on. Of course, we know about the
early season blizzard. Here we are coming into Gaylord, Michigan. They got 25 inches of snow on Friday. It's Sunday morning now. The conditions are not good. Whiteout conditions. And look at the amount of snow everywhere. Look at the amount of snow on this roof over here. Can you see that? There's a foot of snow or two on that house. These trees are weighed down. We're doing a whopping 31 miles an hour. Whiteout conditions almost. Man, look at this. Just blankets of snow. Pure Michigan.
good old Michigan. Good old Michigan. It's been some terrible pileups out there on 94. And I'm sure probably in other places across Michigan too. So we all know we got to drive careful up here in Michigan. Um, Speaking of driving and the roads, here's another little video talking about possible new formula mixture for concrete or the roads. And we'll watch that real quick.
Of current concrete products. We spoke with Dr. Michigan's roads have been the butt of jokes for decades now, but a research team at Michigan State University believes that they have a product that could finally change all of that. The researchers developed a new type of concrete that they say is flexible, self-heating, and even self-healing without sacrificing the compression strength of current concrete products. We spoke with Dr. Bill Jin, one of the lead researchers on the project, to learn how it works and how it could potentially save the state millions of dollars, not to mention sparing headaches for drivers. You can read the full story right now exclusively at woodtv.com for you to add your Sunday reading list. Michigan's roads have been the butt of...
So that's pretty interesting. Got some new technology coming out of Michigan State University that could lead to better roads being built, not only across Michigan, but across the country, even possibly. Here is another article about some crazy stuff. The Border Patrol. What is that? Border Patrol investigating after man arrested in Monroe County with multiple fake IDs. So this was over in Oakland County, Monroe County, I think. Goes on to say a man believed to be a Venezuelan national was arrested in Monroe County on Wednesday with multiple fraudulent identification cards, according to the Monroe County Sheriff's Office. You can find out more WTOL 11 talking about this story. I don't know if it's a video, but we've heard about the Tren de Aragua gangs. This is the Venezuelans being caught with multiple IDs and a fake social security card. So you hear different politicians, different people talking about every state as a border state now because the illegal immigrants are making their way across the country into every state. It's not just the states on the border. We all dealing with it. And things is going to really be shook up come here around here January 20th when Trump get up in there. I know everybody's seen about the rivalry between U of M and Ohio State. I put up videos about the initial macing incident. I didn't know that that was what was happening in football games. You know, you just go in there and mace the teams or whatever. I didn't know that was legal or that was a protocol or whatever, but it happened. This is right here saying both teams are being fined $100,000. But it's footage everywhere if y'all haven't seen that. But that was crazy, you know. Michigan won the game. A lot of people's, you know, excited about that. But the way it ended out with the brawl and all this, you know, kind of overshined the moment. But it is what it is. Brother Bob Cushman, I forgot to mention him the other day when I was talking about all the amazing warriors and citizen journalists all across Michigan. Man, brother Bob Cushman is easily in the top three, you know. And I forgot to mention him the other day, but this post right here, he got a Twitter account. Bob Cushman is a great person to follow. And he was commenting on B. Hizzy's post. It says, breaking, Wisconsin Judge Brad Schimmel has approved a subpoena against Act Blue, saying something is not right after hearing evidence that Act Blue is using the names of unsuspecting people to launder dark money to Democrat campaigns. Now, these was what they was calling mules or Smurfs, something. You know, they had a code name or something, but unsuspecting citizens, their names was being used to make anonymous hidden donations, and it was all about this company Act Blue. Now, brother Bob Cushman been exposing all type of corruption in Michigan, and he's already exposed Act Blue here in Michigan. And he's saying in this post, there is tremendous Act Blue fraud by Michigan's executive branch. The executive branch in Michigan is corrupt. Gretchen Whitmer, blah blah blah. He laid it all out there. Brother Bob, look at this. He got the Google Drive files and everything. Dana Nessel, Jocelyn Benson, and Gretchen Whitmer. That's why I love Bob Cushman, man. He is a real and true investigative reporter. He has a website called michiganscorruption.com. I encourage you to check it out. All right, then we got we got a lot of snow coming in. People across Michigan, we definitely got to be prepared. Oh, this is talking about abortions. Yeah, this is sad too, man. This is sad. Megan Reckling on X is highlighting how entire towns in Michigan, Port Huron, Muskegon Heights, Mount Clemens, and so on, each have populations of 31,000 residents or less. These communities are homes to schools, businesses, and families that make up the heart of our state. Now consider this. Last year alone, over 31,000 babies were in Michigan. That's the equivalent of wiping out an entire town, gone, without a chance to experience life, love, or their potential impact in the world. While our governor and the Michigan Dems brag about these numbers as if this loss is something to celebrate, Michigan deserves better. Every life has value, and we should do more to protect the most vulnerable above us. I completely agree. So she was talking about this article from MLive saying Michigan abortions had neared a 30-year high last year in 2023. The Midwesterner is highlighting that as well. And it's horrible, man. It is horrible. And I know many people seeing this, this isn't related to Michigan, but, it's buzzing around the internet and mainstream right now. Hunter Biden pardoned by his daddy.
In California.
No one is above the law.
Fox 13 is following breaking news. President Biden has just pardoned his son Hunter, sparing him from a possible prison sentence for federal felony gun and tax convictions. The president had previously said he would not pardon his son or commute his sentence after his convictions in 2 cases in Delaware and California.
Second one, would the president pardon or commute his son if he's convicted?
So I've answered this question before. It was asked of me not too long ago, a couple of weeks ago, and I was very clear and I said no.
To go back to the first question of the briefing, I know you said not a lot's changed since yesterday and that it's a personal matter, but from a presidential perspective, is there any possibility that the president would end up pardoning his son?
No.
Again, you've also said several times that the president would not pardon or commute the sentence for his son, Hunter. I just want to make sure that that is not going to change over the next 6 months. The president's saying it would not.
It's still a no. It's still a no.
It will always be a no.
It's still a no. It will be a no. It is a no. And I don't have anything else to add. Will he pardon his son? No. Good, Phil.
Thank you. There was some confusion on this previously, and the president seemed to address this in passing as he was walking away from that joint press conference with
yes,
Zelensky.
I know the question. Yep.
So I just wanted to clarify, President Biden has ruled out any type of commutation or reduced sentence for his son, Hunter Biden?
Yes, he has.
Thank you, ma'am.
Does the president intend to pardon any administration officials or people that Trump has threatened with any sort of legal actions? He's got 74 days, as you mentioned.
Yeah, I know pardons is going to be a big part of the questions that I get here over the next several weeks and couple of months that we have. I don't have anything to share or any thought process on pardons. Once we have something to share, we certainly will share that.
Secondly, his son, Hunter, is also up for being sentenced next month. Does the president have any intention of pardoning him?
We've been asked that question multiple times. Our answer stands.
Your son, Hunter, is on trial, and I know that you cannot speak about an ongoing federal prosecution. But let me ask you, will you accept the jury's outcome, their verdict, no matter what it is?
Yes.
And have you ruled out a pardon for your son?
Yes. With regard to the question regarding
Okay.
family,
All right. So, as you all see and get it, they led us on and told us no. Whole time, yes. We knew they was gonna pardon them. All right, so moving on back to Michigan. The Democrats want forced vax, blah, 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 blah. No exemptions. This is a post from Mathematic, raising awareness. Appreciate it. Not a big fan of his, but appreciate all the good that he does do when he does it. All right.
What your opinion is about ensuring.
Dana Nessel. I know we just love hearing from her, but gotta do it. Here she is rambling. Let's see what she's talking about in this one.
Irrespective of what your opinion is about ensuring that you're detaining undocumented people, the concern is a lot of those people, while they might be here illegally, and that in and of itself, it's a crime, it's a federal misdemeanor, but when you decide to use your resources to capture those individuals, as opposed to going after murderers and serial rapists and human traffickers, that we're making our communities a whole lot less safe by doing that.
First of all, Dana, Trump done said many times that he going after the violent ones and the high crime ones. He going after them first. The dangerous ones, the gang members, the violent ones. He going after them first. He focusing on them. So why you acting like he focusing on the ones that's not dangerous? The informed people of Michigan, we know all you do is lie. So here she is again on mainstream media, making it look like Trump is his policy is not gonna work. It's not gonna be doing the things it's intended to do. It's gonna be a waste of time or whatever she got to say is a lie. Here's a post from brother Dave Bondi. He's saying, if you want to know what's going on with this lame duck legislation. Here's a website you can use. It's called michiganvotes.org. And I want to get more familiar with this website and start using it more. But this is a place that says here you can track every bill, amendment, and roll call vote in the Michigan legislature from 2001 to today. All bills include their official description, while bills that fall within the Mackinac Center's areas of expertise include a more detailed analysis. Use the navigation and search box. So yeah, this is cool. I haven't played around with this website yet, but thank you, Brother Bondi. Definitely would like to. So shout out to Brother Bondi. Follow him if y'all not. Yeah, man, I put a video up of this. The Mace incident on my TikTok, and they got me a violation, man. I got way too many violations on TikTok, but I put this up and they violated me. Yeah, so I put this up, and in the video, you could see, like, here's another video. You could see where the mace is sprayed on this one. See? He sprayed it real quick. You can see it right there spraying. See? That officer hand right here. Spraying that substance. He's spraying it, waving it, spraying it, saying get back. Over 1 million views already. See, we be on it, boy. There's somebody else highlighting it. I got all type of footage on here, but it's a lot going on. I mean, even in the sports, as you can see. All right, what we got here? Autumn/anti-corrupt 84 says during lame duck session, Michigan Dems are pushing through force facts without religious exemptions. Read below and be sure to contact State Rep Jim Hadsma, who chairs the Health Committee in Michigan. And it goes on to say on November 26, 2024, Rep. Phil Skaggs introduced HB 6205-6210, makes getting an exemption, medical exemption, harder, removes the mention of religious and philosophical exemption, forces daycare workers to get poked, forces school and small businesses to become enforcers of the pokes, all type of horrible stuff. This is the type of stuff they pushing through in lame duck. Now, like I said before, man, we here in Michigan, this is our Kamala Harris, or Biden. Gilchrist is Kamala Harris. We got a Biden, our own Biden and Harris here in Michigan. Kamala and Biden. We got Gretchen and Gilchrist. A lot of people don't even know who Gilchrist is, just like people didn't know who Kamala was before she started she got slipped into the limelight. But we got a lot of work ahead of us here in Michigan, man. We got Dana, Jocelyn, and Gretchen, and then we got the Senate is under Democrat control. We got a lot of work to do. We got a lot of work to do. The Midwesterner over here pointing out how they trying to do another gun grab with this lame duck legislation. All type of crazy legislation is getting pushed through in this lame duck session. Midwesterner highlighting it. This article put out by John Zambanini today. An 11th hour move ahead of Thanksgiving, teeing off the Michigan's legislature's upcoming lame duck session. Democrats on the warpath with vague legislation aimed at dragging the firearms industry into lawfare for others' conduct under the banner of public nuisance laws. Nuisance is the great grab, the dustbin of the law, declared the Michigan Supreme Court in a 1959 decision, and now Michigan Democrats want to drag gun manufacturers and sellers into it. I'm going to be looking more into that. Nuisance laws. A firearm industry member by conduct unlawful in itself or unreasonable under all the circumstances shall not knowingly or recklessly create, maintain, or contribute to a public nuisance through the sale, manufacture, importing, or marketing of a firearm-related product. Interesting. I didn't get to read all the way through this article. Just highlighting how they trying to push through all this crazy legislation, and we got to be aware of it, be vocal about it, and be preparing to overturn it. I think all we can do is try to overturn this stuff when we get more control or more power. This video, Hunter Biden celebrating. It's a Hunter Biden celebrating the pardon. Oh my goodness. I might get a strike for showing that, man. They watching me. Rep. Josh Shriver in the building. He said, make gay marriage illegal again. This is not remotely controversial nor extreme. Look at that. 2.5 million views. and people, and they wonder why Shriver is under attack right now. He's speaking that biblical truth, man. He's speaking that biblical truth. It don't matter if it hurts your feelings. It's the truth. Obama legalized this bull crap. Come in here pushing that agenda. Straight pushing that agenda. You know. Michigan Capcom exposing how old Gretchen out here in Michigan, central planning is not the path to freedom. Let's see this article. Oh yeah, they're talking about local control, efforts to take our power and say so away when it comes to solar powers and solar panels and windmills. Her little public service commission, they get all the control. She appointed 4 people to decide where these solar plants go, where these wind energy plants go. Her little panel got all the control. They stripped it away from the locals and the residents and the people, the taxpaying people across Michigan. They're giving it to her little MPSC panel, which many people saying is unconstitutional and is not right. It's crazy, man. Michigan news source highlighting a Democratic exodus. Michigan's Arab vote sends a loud message. Middle East policy missteps or something deeper. Yeah, Kamala Harris barely got any. One of them counties over there, Trump won by a landslide in that county. Then it was another candidate that crushed Kamala Harris. Kamala Harris came in 3rd in one of them counties over there in Michigan where the Arabs are. Dearborn or somewhere over there. She came in 3rd and she only had a couple hundred votes. The other candidate, which was unknown, had like a couple thousand votes, and Trump had way more than that. But it was a big statement sent. Like, Kamala ain't even getting second place in this county. It was beautiful. Michigan News Source is a great place to get news. I suggest y'all follow Michigan News Source, Michigan CapCon, Mackinac Center. It's a lot of good news sources in Michigan, especially Brother Pat Colbeck. He will not stop. Brother Pat Colbeck is a watchdog, continuing on and on. This video, for those of y'all who don't remember, this is from 2020, footage from the Gateway Pundit, that 3 a.m. ballot dump. Yeah, and that was only one of the ballot dumps, because I seen the other ballot dumps too. They pulled into the TCF Center and unloaded a van once or twice. I don't even remember, but they got away with a lot. So this one, Benny Johnson saying Trump shocks the world by proposing a pardon for all J6ers. I was hoping he'd do that. I made a TikTok about it earlier, not even knowing that he had already made an announcement for it. But, you know, it makes sense. It makes sense. Now, we got Senator Jim Runstad running for Michigan GOP chair. I like Runstad. I like what he's been doing. He's been exposing a lot of corruption. I think the type of leadership we need, the type of if you are claiming to be a politician, we need politicians who are going to expose corruption in the political arena. So, you know, if you know, real politicians, real political leaders, whatever you want to call it, they know they need to be in there exposing corruption, because we all know politics are polluted with corruption. So you want my vote, you better be in there exposing something. If you a real leader, a real politician, real conservative, real warrior, you in there exposing the corruption that we all know is going on. Now, if you in there and just making everything sound good, trying to tell us everything we want to hear, I don't want to hear it, because you just sugarcoating and hiding the truth. Speaking about corruption, Mike Rogers, you know, who I didn't like, you know, before the election, we all had to rally together and try to cut out the infighting and get Trump elected and all this. But now the election over, man, it's time to stop holding the silence and expose these rhinos for what they are. Here go Carolyn Wren on America's Voice, The War Room, with Steve Bannon exposing Mike Rogers. We'll watch a little bit of that.
Caroline Wren, the Senate, you know, the Senate's here passing these appropriations bill. They're Biden's partner. We're fighting in the House. They have this big conference meeting on Tuesday with McCarthy. But the Senate is literally out of control. They are an active partner of the radical Democrats. And the reason is Mitch McConnell leadership that just goes along and doesn't mind spending this money. They have no solution.
Oh, hold on. I think I had to fast forward a little bit. Hold on.
Mike,
Michigan. Go ahead.
Yeah, let's talk about Michigan. Mike Rogers. Yep. Mike Rogers has really been a scourge of the biggest out of control neocon. Is now announced he's running for Senate. Tell me about Michigan.
Debbie Stabenow is retiring. The likely Democrat candidate is a Congresswoman Alyssa Slotkin, who they always just handpick their people in. Mike Rogers, I cannot imagine a more dangerous candidate for Senate than Mike Rogers. And that includes Tim Sheehy. So Mike is a former FBI agent, turned congressman, turned defense lobbyist and CNN commentator who supported every deep state operation in his tenure, of like the unlawful warrantless mass spying on Americans to the implementation of the Patriot Act when he was in Congress, the continuation of the Iraq and Afghanistan wars. He is the
this is a prime example of what I was just talking about. Everybody was saying how we need to wait till after the elections after we get Trump in here to start exposing these swamp creatures. Now this is the war room. Steve Bannon, he wanted Trump right-hand mans. Look how they dogging Mike Rogers. Now this is the same Mike Rogers that had Trump endorsement all through the election season leading up to the 2024 election. This the same Mike Rogers that Trump had us out here rallying for. And clearly this was known before the election. You know what I'm saying? So putting these swamp creatures in the spotlight is what a lot of people think is being done. But I don't agree with it. But many people think, the advisors in different states is misleading Trump. He got bad advisors in certain states, especially the swing states, which could be a possibility, but this is unacceptable, man. To have everybody across the state rallying for this person for Senate when he got all this negative baggage and bad history. We had Sherry O'Donnell, we could have been rallying behind and got her in there. That's who I voted for. So let's go. They talking about all type of dirt.
Defense lobbyist and CNN commentator who supported every deep state operation in his tenure, of like the unlawful warrantless mass spying on Americans to the implementation of the Patriot Act when he was in Congress, the continuation of the Iraq and Afghanistan wars. He is the literal epitome of the deep state. And he was chair of the House Intelligence Committee. If you remember this, he's the one who botched the Benghazi investigation. He's the one who pushed for the mass warrantless spying. He's the one who called for jailing Glenn Greenwald for publishing the Snowden documents. Like this guy, Mike Rogers, is just truly, I would rather have Peter Meyer in. People are saying Peter Meyer might get in. But the NRSC put out a statement saying we're so excited about Mike Rogers. He's got all these establishment DC consultants lining up behind him. So that is our dangerous number one. There are a couple of candidates looking to get in. I really like James Craig. He's the former Detroit police chief. He ran for governor last time and got screwed over by some consultants with some accessing the ballot with some fraud going on there. But I think he's going to get in. I think he is strong. He came out and endorsed Donald Trump last week in a fabulous letter. There's a guy, Sandy Pensler, who I think is looking at it. But all I know is we all need to be never, never, never Mike Rogers.
How do people follow you to get more details?
That's interesting. Now, I don't know when this article. Oh, see, this article is a year old. This video is a year old. That's bullcrap right there. That video is a year old. Now, we knew Mike Rogers was a swamp creature, and here we are, you know what I'm saying, supporting Trump endorsement for over a year. And I don't agree with everything Trump do. And this is an example right here. People act like, oh, Trump can't do nothing wrong. I got a lot of complaints about Trump, but I got more things I'm grateful for that he done did than the complaints. Trump doing so much. Yeah. Nobody gonna do everything you want them to do and be perfect, of course, but Pete Hoekstra the same way. All that stuff she listed off about Mike Rogers, Pete Hoekstra's the same type of dirtbag. And here they used him to steal Christine Carano's spot, but that's out the window now. That's old news. But mm, mm, mm. This is crazy right here. Before we get out of here, talk about a couple more things. This was the one in Oakland County that I was talking about. Man threatens clerk at Oakland County gas station while pouring gas on shelves. This is something you see in a movie. You know what I'm saying? We have seen it in movies. Look at this dude's face. He don't look like he's from the USA. Tell you that right now. 28-year-old from Waterford was issued several charges after making threatening statements toward a Pontiac gas station clerk while pouring gasoline on the shelves, police said. Noah Seal Johnson was charged with making threats of terrorism, arson, preparation to burn property, ethnic intimidation, and resisting and obstructing a police officer on Saturday, November 23rd. At about 7 p.m., Johnson allegedly walked into Pontiac gas station with a lit cigarette in his mouth, a gas can in his hand, and an open book in his hand. According to surveillance video, he then made multiple statements, including, "Hey, where's your Quran at? Whose side are you on, Christian or Muslim?" After that, he walked around the gas station pouring gas on the shelves and throughout the store. He was arraigned on a $50,000 bond. This is an article by Click on Detroit. You can find that and read more up on it. That's crazy, man. I was just watching a video on TikTok about this same type of thing where this lady actually went in there and did the same thing and set the cash register attendant on fire, burned her whole body and face and all that. Black lady did it and was laughing about it. She clearly had mental health problems, but nothing ever happened leading up to this event. And it was clear warnings and red flags for a long time, from what I gathered, and nothing ever happened. And then she ended up doing that. The exact same thing this dude did, except she lit the fire. So it's a crazy world we living in. We got unclean spirits and demons roaming around to and fro, seeking to devour who they can. We got to be armored up with that spiritual armor of Ephesians. We got to have that sword of the Spirit, the helmet of salvation, the shield, the armor of God. We got to be out here fighting, man. It's crazy out here. It is crazy out here. A lot going on. We got the snow coming in. Y'all know how that go. Good old Michigan. Please drive safe and drive slow. Be very careful. Be very careful. This article go to show, it says parts of Michigan were battered by lake effect snow, which happens when warm, moist air rising from a body of water mixes with cold, dry air overhead. It says there were 27 inches of snow just northeast of Ironwood in the Upper Peninsula, over 2 feet. Another 2 feet in Munising. We got 6 to 10 inches supposed to hit today. Gaylord got over 2 feet. Oh, yeah. Snowmobilers and the snowboarders are going to be happy. This was today. Board of State canvassers. Haven't dug into it yet. It just came out today, as you can see. Wonderful 3.5 hours long. Maybe you can't see that. My face is in the way. But yeah, I'm going to be trying to dig through this and take clips from it, see what's going on in this video. I think Sister Carla Wagner from Ask My Text was here today. I think it had to do with some of her language in her petition, and I'm sure other things as well. But border state canvassers today, y'all can't see because of my face. Let me see if I can make that a little smaller. Nope, it don't matter. But that's today. Border state canvassers on YouTube. Michigan Department of State / Secretary of State. You can follow and watch these videos. There we go. There we go. I'm learning this technology. But anyway, man, I'm trying this video out on Rumble's platform. They have a backstage and live stream software now. So hopefully this went out pretty good. I'm just playing around with different programs, seeing which one I like best. Talked to my brother Chuck Richard today. Brother. Uh-oh, my camera went down a little bit. Hey, boy, I tell you what. Talked to Chuck Richard today and be having him on regularly. Be having a lot of Patriots on regularly, just getting things ironed out. It's in God's timing, not my timing. But man, God bless y'all. Love y'all. Thank y'all for tuning in. A lot going on in Michigan. You know, stay alert, stay frosty, stay on guard, and keep exposing and opposing the kingdom of darkness. They're everywhere, even in your family, knowingly and unknowingly. You know, the enemy got people out here working, and as children of God, children of light, the kingdom of light, warriors for light, we out here, we need to be exposing it and opposing it wherever we can. God bless y'all. Thank y'all. Love y'all. Each and every warrior across Michigan, each and every warrior across the state, the country, the world. God bless y'all. Stay strong. Keep God first. Thank y'all. Peace.